Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video that's a little bit different than what I typically do, and it is a homemaking Q&A. This video was inspired by Amy Darley. I love her on YouTube. She posts amazing cleaning inspiration, homemaking inspiration. So today's video is in collaboration with my good friend Nicole from The Simplistic Home, and we're gonna be answering 20 homemaking questions that Amy actually did in her video. So if you guys want to do this tag as well, I'll have all of the questions linked down below, but Nicole is new to YouTube and she's doing such a great job, so definitely go over to her channel, see what her answers were to this homemaking tag, and definitely subscribe to her channel and let her know that I sent you. So grab a cup of coffee with me and let's get to answering these questions. Okay, question number 1. Have you ever had anyone say anything negative about you staying at home / working from home? No, I really haven't had anybody say anything negative. They may have thought it, but no one's actually ever said anything to me about it. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite / least favorite part of staying home or working from home? My favorite part of staying home would probably be being with Brooks every day. I love that I'm the one that gets to raise him and be with him and influence him, and just spend time with him. I just love being home. I honestly am kind of a homebody. I like to be busy, but I love being at home and making this a home. My least favorite part of staying at home is probably just being cooped up sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I need to just leave the house just to do something, to go get a coffee or just like go interact with people. But luckily, like, we're pretty involved in church and I try to stay busy enough to where there are things going on throughout the week so I don't feel stuck. Number 3, what is your favorite / least favorite chore? My favorite chore is probably just like putting everything back in place. Like, I really like to get my pillows nice and neat on the couch and spray like my linen spray on my curtains and couch. I love doing that. It's an easy task. My least favorite chore is definitely laundry. What time do you wake up / go to bed? So I typically wake up between 7 and 8 on a normal day. Brooks always comes in to our room and wakes me up and he'll say, "Mama, it's morning time." So that's how I wake up in the morning, and then typically go to bed. It depends if I'm editing or not. If I'm not editing, I try to go to bed between probably 10 and 11. If I am editing, sometimes it's as late as like 2 a.m., which is crazy. I try to not do that. Number 5, do you put anything on in the background while you clean, work, cook? So yeah, I do listen to a lot of podcasts while I clean. I also, especially when I'm doing dishes, I'll put on YouTube videos and try to get caught up that way. Some of my favorite ones are Brianna Kay. I love Tiffany Beeston. I love Amy Darley, like I said. I love Alexandra Buter, all of those girls, Tara Henderson. They're all so good and very relatable. So I always try to catch up on those while I'm doing my chores or taking a shower or whatever. Number 6, do you get dressed most days or stay in PJs? I never stay in pajamas. I always get ready every morning. I just feel way more productive than if I'm just like lounging around. But I will say sometimes I don't get ready until like later on in the day. If I'm like getting a bunch of stuff done, like cleaning the house in the morning or like getting a video together, then I typically won't get ready until after I've done all of that. But if I'm filming or just like have somewhere to go, I usually get ready first thing. Number 8, what is your trouble zone or area in your home that needs the most help? Okay, so recently I've tried to organize room by room in our house, and our laundry room used to be really bad, but I just redid that and I did a whole video on it. So if you want to check that out, I'll have it linked down below. So I've organized and decluttered the laundry room and the kitchen now. And next up on that list is my closet, and well, our closet, mine and Taylor's, and it's so bad. It's embarrassing, honestly. It's very messy. There's no organization. It needs a good decluttering, cleaning, you name it. So I still have winter clothes that are in the totes, if that tells you anything. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming up really soon. Number 9, how often do you find yourself getting distracted? I feel like it depends on the day. Sometimes I will like veer off from what I'm doing and just get like super distracted and have a hard time focusing on like my task that I need to get done. But for the most part, I try to write out in the mornings what I need to get done that day, or at least have like an idea of what I need to get done. And I also on Sundays will plan out like my videos and like what I need to get done on what day, so I have an idea of like what I'm working with, and that really helps me stay focused. Number 10, do you enjoy staying home or do you miss going to a job every day? I love being home. I love doing YouTube and staying home with Brooks. Like, this is just the best. Like, this is what I would do for the rest of my life if I could, and hopefully will, especially once we have more kids. I love being home with them. It's just the best. I know a lot of people say they couldn't do it or they would like going into a job, but I feel like I stay busy enough with YouTube and housework and like keeping up with Brooks that like I am so busy and I love it. Number 11, what is your never-ending chore? Okay, so probably laundry, again, hence the why I don't like it, but laundry is definitely a chore that is never ending, but I've been trying to do at least a load a day, but most days I fall behind on that or I don't get them hung up. So laundry is definitely it, and then also dishes. I'm doing dishes every single day, and if I don't have that much, I usually will just wash them by hand. It seems like that's easier than like doing a whole dishwasher load. So laundry and dishes. Number 12, what is your favorite way to relax or have me time? I feel like editing my videos at night when everybody's went to bed is kind of my me time. But to really like unwind, I like taking baths every now and then and putting some Epsom salt in there, lighting a candle, and just like reading a book or listening to a podcast or like catching up on videos. Like, that's relaxing to me. I also like to do my self-tanner. I like doing like putting on my nails. I do the color street, so I do them at home now. That's always really nice to just have that time to do. So yeah, just having like quiet time to myself is my favorite kind of me time. Number 13, how often does your husband / significant other chip in? Since Taylor and I got married, we always said that like I would do the inside stuff and he would do the outside, and that's worked out pretty well for us. But if I am like in a crunch or something, like I have something coming up and I need help with like vacuuming, he's always like willing to help. So he helps out, you know, whenever I need it. So that's really helpful. Number 14, if you have kids, when do you find time to do chores? I have one little boy, like I said earlier, and I feel like I do chores like anytime I can squeeze it in. So if he's awake, that works out great. If he's asleep, that also is good too. He kind of knows the drill. He's almost 3. He'll be 3 in April this year. So he's getting older where I don't have to like plan out like when to clean, but before, when he was little, I would always do it during nap time or even wait until he was asleep at night. Number 15, how do you balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? Well, luckily my YouTube content is pretty much about homemaking, so I just do what I would typically do as far as like cleaning, decorating my home, cooking dinners. That's pretty much what I do here on my channel, and I'm doing that anyways, so filming it just kind of works out. But as far as editing goes, I feel like that's the biggest chunk of time with YouTube. Like, filming isn't necessarily like the most time consuming, it's editing for me. So I usually try to do that whenever everybody's went to bed, and sometimes that can get hard whenever like Taylor's been working all day, but I usually will just try to not do the YouTube stuff when he gets home, like as far as editing goes, so that way we can have like the evening to spend together. Number 16, what is your favorite room in your home and why? I think my favorite room is either the kitchen or like our living room, dining room area. So like this area, the kitchen, living room is all open, and I love this area. I love that it's open, but it's still like blocked off enough where it definitely like separates the rooms. So yeah, I'd say just our main living area is probably my favorite. Number 17, what is your least favorite room in your home and why? My least favorite room, I don't even know if I have a least favorite room, honestly. I just redid our office. Before that, it was pretty plain. I love that room now. It's very like relaxing to edit in at night. And then our guest bedroom, we had some family stay with us over Thanksgiving, so I kind of like decorated that a little bit. I wouldn't say I have like a least favorite room, but I do have a least favorite closet, and that is our guest bedroom closet. And I have like random decorations that I like switch out all the time. I've got picture frames, like a bunch of junk. I shouldn't say junk, but a bunch of stuff in there that just probably shouldn't be there. It's not very organized, so I really need to get better. It's like one of those closets where you have a hard time opening the door. So that's probably my least favorite spot in our house. Number 18 is, do you feel your home reflects your personal style? Why and why not? It's kind of hard to like pinpoint like a certain style for your home, but I would say it's very like a modern farmhouse with a little bit of boho and a little bit of glam, which I know is very different things, but like this area through here is very like modern farmhouse, and I love it. Very neutral and like white and bright, I'd say our home is, and I feel like that does reflect my style. Number 19, what does your home smell like? So we were talking about this question at Bible study one night, and there's a group of girls who come to each other's houses every week, and we were all laughing about this question because it's so funny to hear what other people think your house smells like, because it's kind of hard to know if you're the one like, you know, in it all the time. So they said that my home smells like florally, like a clean floral scent with a hint of like masculine. And I was cracking up because that scent is the room spray that I spray every week before they come over. So I spray my couch and my rug and the whole area, and it's the Caldrea Rosewater Driftwood room spray. That's what they described it as, a very like florally but yet masculine smell, and that's my home to a T. So I would say my home is very fresh, a little bit of floral but not overwhelming, and that's also like scents that I like to wear as well. So I'd say that's probably the scent of my house. Number 20 is, what is your strong point and weak spot when it comes to homemaking? I'd say my strong spot as of like probably the last couple months has been having a plan for dinners and stuff. I know that it definitely plays into homemaking and like how your home is ran, but I used to, like starting out like being a wife and stuff, it was really hard for me to like plan out a whole week of meals and like grocery shop just once during the week. Like I would go multiple times, always forgetting things, never really having a plan for dinner, just kind of going day by day. But now I really feel like I've got a system down, and I try to go about once a week to go like major grocery shopping, and then I may go like once towards the end of the week if I need some extra stuff. But I really try to plan out at least 4 or 5 meals to eat at home each week, and that's worked out really well. So I would say my strong point is that. My weak point, I'd say like in the winter months are the hardest for me to keep my floors clean, and that's just because we have Colt, our dog. He's a 3-year-old King Charles Cavalier, and he's got like the long Grinch paws, as I call them, and he's in and out of our back door, which like leaves paw prints to where his room, or I say his room, is like the laundry room, like part of the laundry room, and he will run from the back door to the laundry room door, and he will have paw prints throughout the house, and it is a constant battle trying to keep that area cleaned up. So I would say that's probably my weak point right now as I'm currently with homemaking. Okay, and the last bonus question that we're throwing in at the end is, what does homemaking mean to you? And I really had a hard time thinking about this as a whole. I feel like there's so many components to homemaking, and I used to be confused when people would say, oh, my job is a homemaker. And I used to be like, oh, well, yeah, well, everybody does that. And it is true. I think anybody that has a home, if you take value in that and take pride in your home, I think that you would be a homemaker. But I think the main things are just like having your home run smoothly, and taking pride in it. And I also think of the Proverbs 31 woman. It's Proverbs 31:27 says she watches over the activities of her household and is never idle. And I think that's a perfect description of a homemaker, because I think when you are at home and you're, in charge of like what's going on here, you're busy, you're involved, and you just take pride in your home and the people of the home. So that is what I think of homemaking in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A and to get to know my insight on homemaking a little bit better. And make sure to go check out Nicole's Q&A as well. I'll have her video and her channel linked down below in the description box. And make sure to like this video and subscribe if you like this content, and let me know what videos you guys want to see next and which videos are your favorite to see on my channel. And as always, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.